Part 1. White Clouds. Wyvern Moon. Field of the Eagle and Lion. From on high, flocks of wyverns roar in chorus and soar the pristine skies, heading south for the winter. Fodlan's children lend their hands to winter preparations by gathering firewood and catching fish from the river's cool waters. Yet all the while, their gazes are turned skyward, drawn to the magnificent sight above.
Yeah, I really am just letting this rock. Okay, so I'm going to try something, and we're going to show it off screen, then I'll cut back afterwards.
Professor, you already know about the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, correct? I see. In that case, allow me to fill you in. It's a large-scale mock battle between the rival houses that takes place every year.
Its scale is incomparable to the mock battle we fought during the Great Tree Moon. It will take place in the vast Gronder Field. That is in Empire territory to the southeast of Garrick Mach.
Whichever house defeats the most opponents wins. Of course, the professors also fight alongside their respective houses.
Well, usually. Professor Manuela is being prudent. She will not be participating this year. Since his longtime rival will be absent, Professor Hanneman has also declined.
Oh, don't worry about us. You know you want to see the kids in action.
Are you feeling any better, Professor Manuela?
Thanks to all of you. But I'd only be a burden out there. My students don't need to see me collapsed. Well, not on the battlefield anyway.
Correct. We will not be participating. Regardless, do not expect victory to come easily, or at all.
Well put. We've spent the past few months pushing our students to their limits. You can see me in the infirmary after they destroy you.
Ha! That doesn't seem very fair, though, if I'm the only professor present.
We have taught our students well. There is no need to hold
And that's one of the few times you can
Challenge
actually see the
with
support go
everything you
down.
have.
It's like, if I'm the only one there, it's just kind of funny that you can see it happen. Like, yeah, your support, depending on how you answer, it can actually go down. So what? You see these green icons, right? Well, last month, I foolishly thought, like, oh yeah, this counts for, like, paralogs and all that. Actually, no. It doesn't count for paralogs. These, the green markers, actually count for paralogs. Paralogs branch away from the main storyline to focus on side stories on specific units. Like completing this battle, you gain unique items and battalions pertain to the unit starter. Rumored Devitals. This one's Sword and Shield of Saros, Black Market Scheme. And then you have your typical one. We're going to do this one and that one later. But I want to do something real quick. We're going to save real quick. And we're going to do something stupid. We're going to skip. Alright, hold up. I have the glitch right here. Okay, I'm back. I swear to the Lord. Look at the money we have. We started like, below 100,000 at the beginning of the month. And I've done the glitch so many times. Look at these stats. Look at this. Look at this. Edelgard has S in swords, axes, and authority. B+, and look at all this. This is dumb. This is stupid. I raised Bernadetta. It's something she didn't like, and it worked. Dorothea has maxed out 4 of these, and I'll officially show it off now. So I already chased around the goals again. So what you want to do is you want to head right or left on the D-pad. Go into your calendar, select, head down to your next state. You want to make sure that this is anywhere in the month where you don't have the final date up. And like this day is not the final day in the month, and you're not on the final free day before the next, before your mission. So what you want to do is go down to your mission, press A on skip to date, but before you press A, you're going to hold right, and then press A. And then this is inconsistent, but what you want to do is it will jump to right here, and then you'll see it. And yet, when I say it's inconsistent, it could be anywhere from one try to forever. As you see, we occasionally jump to the right, and that's how you know the glitch is almost there. But if you want it to be 100% correct, you want it to where you don't have the activity or the mission at the end of the month popping up. And like I said, this can be so inconsistent, it's dumb as hell. As you can see, it's not working because of course it doesn't want to work when we're recording. So yeah, as you can see, it's still going to the right. I really wish it would actually just hurry up and do it, because it's glitching out, as you can see. But of course it doesn't want to work when we're recording on screen, because of course it doesn't. You want to do something, it works off screen, but the moment you do it on screen, nope, it doesn't want to work. And there you go. You do something like this, and then that's how you know. As long as the activities are not at the end of the month, bam, you'll just go through your activities like normal. Any events that happen, they happen. For Ash's birthday, we got a C support. I'll probably put that in the video. You got Cyril's going, and you have events that happen. But since it's the end of the month, you'll also see that these pop up. And then you get some really stupid stuff popping up. And you'll see everyone's just kind of like, you know, leveling up their skills and all that. And it's working for everyone. And then you get really stupid stuff like, say, this right here. Where someone like a Net's getting like 3 different things maxed out because you already have one maxed out. You get someone like Cynthia doing the same thing. And then, yeah, you do this. And like clockwork, the month resets. And you could use this to farm gold if you want. But I've been doing this for like 2+ hours. So yeah, it can get quite annoying. But you could also use this as a way to farm not only infinite renown, but also infinite stat boosters, as you can pick them up from the market, plant them, reset the month, come back, and then get those stat boosters, and just boost everyone to 100% stats. I wouldn't recommend doing that, because again, it takes forever. So actually what we're going to do now is we're finally going to explore. I'll leave battles and the paralogs for quote-unquote next week for our characters.
This monastery is more dangerous than I expected. It's likely that our foes have infiltrated the ranks of the teachers. And there may be others of questionable character about as well. If you ask me, there is something amiss about that old man, Tomas.
Yeah, but he's a sweet, kindly old man. Why would he do anything? I'm joking, obviously. Like, if anything, I would expect the old man first in pretty much any, like, field of vision. Like, alright, suspect the old man. You never know what they might be up to or anything.
Professor, do you have a second? It's about Monica. Does she seem off to you? She was in prison for a long while, but she seems to have recovered almost instantly, and she's been bizarrely cheerful. You see what I mean? I wonder if she's straining to seem happy just to make people comfortable. And why is she so close to Edelgard anyway?
Hilda asking the very big questions here of someone who was kidnapped for over a year, being perfectly fine, and then being close to one of our students. I also have the online liaison going, so if Violet slows down here, you know that's the reason why. Anyways, Dorothea, how's that 2-hour paradox going for you?
Fishing? No thanks. I tried it once and, ugh, gross. I don't even really like to eat fish, let alone catch and gut them. Besides, who can think about fishing right now? The battle of the eagle and lion is coming up soon. Feeling confident?
With the time loop I put all of our characters in? Yes, very. And gifts, because I, again, put you in a time loop for about a month.
Thank you, I love it.
And there we go, motivation increase, even though it really doesn't matter. It's mainly just to keep our students happy. And do this on maddening mode. I'm going to do this on maddening mode, because screw doing this on normal difficulty and not dealing with all the repercussions.
Gronder Field is in the Empire, right? I wonder how we'll get there. I thought I heard that there's no path that goes straight from the Monastery to the Empire. Oh, perhaps we'll travel through Alliance territory. Yes, I see. From the east, we would go... there. Ah, yes, that must be it.
You know, I kind of wish there was a visual of a map up there so Annette could do that. But whatever.
Thank you so much.
And, you know, typical gifts, have their motivation up. It's actually not all that difficult now that I think about it to get all the characters' motivation up. Hey, Claude, how's your empty class feeling?
For a mock battle? This is serious business. And there's a reward to be had as well. I'd really like to win this thing.
Huh. Well, you're not going to win it. We're going to win it. Do you not see the time paradox I keep telling you about?
Excuse me, Professor. Do you think it would reflect poorly on me if I chose not to take part in the battle of the Eagle and Lion?
A little bit. Do you not want to participate?
Well, I don't really want to leave the monastery. I'm not very confident, but I'll try my best.
The thing is, I think she joins... You'll see when we actually do it later if you haven't recruited anyone. Let's see. We're just gonna run around and do our typical thing that we always do. Run around at the speed of sound. Despite the fact that our thing is constantly messing up because of how slow it is. Bernadetta, you're in your room, but I know I put you through a paradox and I had to use access, but how you...
Hi, Professor. Want to know something?
Sure.
Gronder is in the territory of House Burgleys in the Empire. That's right next to my home, the region of House Varley. Oh, no. What if my parents come to watch? Really? Are you sure? You wouldn't say that if you weren't completely sure, right?
I'm certain you have parental issues, but we already know that due to your father and your mother not being, you know, the most helpful. Beneficial and supportive, but not the most helpful.
I wouldn't go all the way to Gronder Field. It's idiocy to travel that far.
Hey, don't insult the Dragon Pope.
It takes forever
Wait, what?
to get there, and
Dragon
it's
Pope.
exhausting.
Different Pope.
So pointless.
Yeah, Milk Pope, that's what I meant.
Guess there's
Yeah.
nothing to be done about it. Even by you, Professor.
Anyways, though, let's see. Give this to you.
I love it.
Alright, though. That went well.
Let's see.
Ash. No, wait, Cyril.
Fodlan is big. It's not as big as Almyra is, but it's still pretty big.
Do you want to travel around Fodlan?
I don't know. Never thought about it, I guess.
Well, I don't care what you think, Cyril. I don't like you as a character. But anyways, Gilbert, how you doing?
Professor, as Seteth told you, we're to have a fishing tournament. Given the events of the last month, I believe this is just the sort of distraction we need, staff and student alike. I'm afraid I'm not one for such festivities. I do enjoy a spot of fishing, though. I believe it best that I stick to quietly fishing by myself.
Fair enough. Not everyone wants to participate in parties or activities or festivals like that. Oh wow, I took a very long time. Flower seeds. So... I can do whatever I want. It's like the power of... Crops are doing well lately. Imagine if I could instantly harvest them. I'll come back next week, because then I could just reset the timeline. Oh, hey Ash, how's it going?
You know, I'm pretty good at fishing. My older brother used to take me out. Why don't you give it a try, too? They say we can eat whatever we catch.
I could just flat out ask to recruit him because it's not that difficult, because I have an S... Not an S.
No.
I have an a C support with the man. So I might be able to do it.
Holding such a frivolous and downright ridiculous event so close to the Battle of the Eagle and Lion? It's absolutely absurd. Although, they did say we could eat whatever we catch. I'm a sucker for a good meal. I just couldn't resist.
Ha! It's just funny. It's like, oh yeah, why is this a big deal?
Sometimes it's nice
And
to
like,
tangle a fishing line
but
and
it
let
is
your
good
mind
food.
wander. I'd love to spend some time lounging around by a scenic river or lake.
Fair enough. But let's actually participate in the tournament.
Welcome
hey,
to the
Shamir.
Monastery fishing tournament. You look confused. Didn't Satis tell you about it?
No, I just found
Just
out.
catch whatever fish Flame requests. Show any fish you catch to Flame.
Alright, sure.
I have a favor to
That's
ask.
fine. And you, wow, that's a lot of bait. That's like a ridiculous amount. So where's Flame then? And she's okay. She's over here. That's how this is going.
Will you be taking part too, Professor? I must admit I am quite excited. I cannot recall the type of fish I was hoping to dine on. So, if you do manage to catch a fish, do you mind bringing it for me to see?
Alright, so yeah, we do the fishing tournament. It's actually kind of annoying on if you want to do it. So for example, here, we'll take part in it. And you want to compare it to everyone else's fish. So you see it with Ash
So
as
you're
well.
taking part. How would you feel about a little friendly competition? Catch the same kind of fish as me and we'll compare the two. Biggest wins.
And yeah, you want to have different rarities for different
Are
characters.
you taking part in the fishing tournament? Let's put your skills to the test. Whoever can catch the biggest one of these fish wins.
Yeah, 2-star for you, 3-star for Ash. I think it might be 3-star for Ingrid too.
Why don't we have... If you catch a fish...
I know I'm kind of skipping over the dialogue, but it's like, oh hey, you're participating? Oh, here you go.
Oh, you're entering too. Then how about a little friendly competition? Let's see who can catch the biggest fish. There's no way I'll lose.
For Raphael, you have to get 4. I think for everyone
So
else,
you
it's
are
either
joining
3
the
or
fishing
2.
tournament?
That's great, but you don't stand a chance against me. I just caught this beauty. I bet you can't catch a bigger one of the same kind.
Yeah, 2. And I think for Petra as well, it's also 2. And I think even on Luis, I think he's participating.
Maybe you and I both can have a small contest with each other? We will both have catching of the same fish type and do comparisons. Whoever has the fish with the biggest size will be winning, okay?
And yeah, let's go talk to Eloise as well.
I'm going to catch me some mighty fish. Just you wait and see.
But they haven't been biting.
I didn't think of that. Ah, the truth is right in front of me. Oh, just kidding. As though a fish is smart enough to be afraid of me.
I think it might be because of your shouting. I've been fishing before, and any form of noise that can disturb the water or any vibrations can, you know, get the fish out of there. But anyways, this fishing tournament, all you need to do really is get the highest level fish. Large fish shadow. And it's actually not that hard to feed. And as long as you get the combo chain going, it really isn't that difficult. And yeah, you just keep going, and hopefully we try to get a big fish. And you can see at the bottom if it's a big fish or not by looking at if it's yellow, red, blue, stuff like that. Come on. And yeah, that can happen where you just don't get any big fish. It's blue. Alright. Giant fish shadow and just beat. It's just a rhythm game. Just get in the purple and you're fine. And I want to see if we can get a 5. Oh, we win. There you go, 5. We won. There we go.
Oh, so you're taking part. Catch the same kind of fish.
I want to say that's it. It's like 3 stars, 4 stars. See.
Oh, you caught one! Yes, yes, yay! Oh, this is it! This is the fish I have been pining for. I am so pleased. I shall cook it up immediately.
Thanks.
And I actually do want to think that's actually it.
This created more fun than I have.
Yeah, and that's about it. You can go around, talk to them if you want.
Those wasn't expecting much.
Yeah, everyone's like, alright, yeah, sure.
The fishing tournament's over already?
But no one really won and no one really lost.
The
It's actually
fishing
very
tournament
quick,
is over.
if you think about it.
I heard you did some fishing, and that Flame is happy.
Yeah, like, who wouldn't want to impress Flame? Flame's just like an adorable little ball of sunshine. It's actually very hard to get someone to hate Flame versus like some other characters in this game where it's very easy to hate them over a period of time. Like someone like, I don't know,
Why are they having a fishing tournament now? Are they just giving up on the Battle of the Eagle and Lion? You're not condoning this, right? Are you? What? If you've got all this free time, shouldn't you be spending it on your students?
I put you in a time loop for 2 months! You know that scene where it's like, Loki's like, I've been falling for 30 minutes. You were in the classroom for 2 months. Not 2 months, like 3 years, basically. You were in the classroom for 3 years. I'm sick of that classroom. Smells like dank. Training too much. Smells like dank body odor in here. What the frig? Anyways, though, let's just see where everyone else is at. You know, get our typical, usual visits on, maybe recruit some more students or
the
so.
Empire used to control all of Fodlan, but after the Civil War, the northern region split off and became the Kingdom. Later, the eastern part of the Kingdom seceded to become the Alliance.
Wow,
there are
that
3
seems
powers today,
kind of powerful.
But 1,000 years ago,
And kind of
we
dumb
were all
now you think
united as
about it.
one. Even now, among the nobles of the Empire, there are some who dream of reunifying Fodlan.
I mean, sure, like, you don't, like, whole continent, but it's actually kind of dumb in a sense, because if you have the whole continent going in your way, even after, like, thousands of years, about 1,000 years of discourse, it becomes harder for people to reintegrate into a singular society.
Won a glorious victory in the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. I think he is quite proud of that, even to this day. I suppose that shows how great an honor it truly is.
Yeah, sure, whatever. The way I look at it is that you can see it as
Do you have time for a request?
Here's like an idea for it. Say you have one continent that eats burgers and one that exclusively eats burgers and the other one exclusively eats burritos. The one that with burgers conquers the one that eats burritos. And I was like, you gotta eat burgers. They're like, no, we don't want to eat burgers. We want to eat burritos.
Greetings,
It's kind of like that.
Nothing to report. Young Monica disappeared last year. I thought she had simply run along home, but it turns out she was kidnapped. I can't believe it. How awful it must have been for the poor thing. They say her personality has completely changed, but at least she seems more cheerful than before. Grateful to be alive, perhaps?
Yeah, you never know when you have a near life-death experience. You can tend to be a bit more grateful towards the things that you may have taken for granted.
You have a good eye. A pleasure doing business.
I know some people have, like some people value their family more after a fatal accident, or they tend to exercise more if they are like, hey, you're at a chance for death if you aren't, you know, like really paying attention and all that.
Come again.
But it's really not.
Hello there.
It doesn't happen to a whole lot of people, I should say.
This one, yes?
I think
this
it's
one, yes.
kind of like out
I
of
think
place,
this
I
one,
guess
yes.
you could say.
This one, yes.
We saw
this one,
Smithy
yes.
Stone saying we can't
this
buy
one,
him.
yes.
I don't know
this one,
why.
yes.
Oh, I don't know.
this
I know
one,
why.
yes.
Because
I
of the
think
time
this one,
loop.
yes.
It's because of the time loop that we literally cannot get any more Smithy Stones because the way you do it with guards, not guards, but the way you do it with flying characters, when you get put in the time loop, they find what was it? They find Smithic Stones, and with the Smithic Stones you find, it's like anywhere from 5 to 10, depending on if it was like perfect or not. And because we did, like I said, we're basically like 3 years. The characters have basically found like an infinite version of Smithing Stone. Yeah, see, like you found one, it's like no, throw that away, throw that away. You don't need it because you actually can't use it because you broke the game trying to do it. We're not gonna scan the amiibo for the amiibo gazebo. We're just gonna go to the holy tomb, the holy tomb, the holy tomb, the holy mausoleum tomb. I'm really tired after that time loop. Groundhog month. Not Groundhog Day, Groundhog month. Imagine doing that for years. Speed ring, evasion ring, silverfish. Alright, like, giant shell, like, gosh dang, all these stat boosters. And, like, really good items. Intermediate seal, we really don't need that. Tea of the Saint. How's it going, Sophus? Peace out. So yeah, all the characters could end up more focused than Byleth, but that also means that when you train with them, they learn more. They become better characters overall because, like, oh, you unlock their hidden talent, so therefore do that. It's actually very fun, but it's also pretty time consuming if you focus solely on one and in a skill where the students are good at. However, if you say, like, took them to the sauna or something, they would actually increase more. Let's see. Let's go to the reception hall. We need to go to the reception hall. I saw an item. Mine. I can't use that smithing stone. It's too much. I have too much smithing. And not enough uses for it.
I'm just absolutely exhausted. I swear to you, Professor, every month we're worked harder than the month before.
Probably because of the time loop, you're so exhausted.
The Academy as a chance to possibly relax before our lives began in earnest. After graduating, we'll enter into noble society, which means contending with all the intrigues and dramas that entails. I want to just postpone life for a bit. Fish, nap under a tree, skip out on lectures and...
Hey.
Well, not your lectures, of course, Professor.
I heard that, Linhart. Maybe. Like, you haven't I made him sit through every single lecture in the time loop. And yes, I'm gonna keep calling it back because that's what it was.
True identity. Personally, I don't think it could be Yuritsa. He taught me swordsmanship. He said I had talent and the potential to get pretty strong. He was a little scary, of course. But it's hard for me to believe he's a bad person.
You know, for some people, that's like in an abusive relationship and all that jazz. Like, oh yeah, they can't be a bad person. They treat me nice when they're not around. You know, this guy's a giant douchebag. Like Yuritsa.
I knew you'd understand, Professor.
I don't understand. I really don't. Even my own mom calls me out on this. Is like, why don't you have a girlfriend? Because I really don't give a crap right now.
Flayn and Monica, was it? I'm glad they were returned safe and sound.
Yeah, I apologize for that. I stopped my recording by mistake, but yeah, okay, sure.
Ever since the tournament, the kitchen is completely overtaken with fish. The cooks cannot keep up.
Feels bad. Imagine having to eat fish forever. Well, at least not forever. I would say for at least a week or two. Then again, they could salt it and make sure it lasts for a long period of time versus, you know, not actually screwing up and all that. There's a... Hey, yo, what? Nutty? You! Hey, didn't I kill you before?
I see. So you are Gerald's child. You so resemble your mother. I did indeed. I was acquainted with your parents. I've been wanting to speak with you for a while now. I've been gone from the monastery for some time now because, well, it matters not. Might I ask a favor of you? Do you mind terribly picking up some fresh flowers to place upon your mother's grave? I am certain she'd be deeply moved to receive a gift from you.
You know what? That's fair. Flowers for her. It's a very simple quest. Citri Eisner. She only lived to be 20. Gosh, dang. That's young. I'm 23. It's like, god dang. That's really young. Almost kind of horrifyingly so. But whatever, I'll go do that. We'll do that at the end of the episode. I'll probably... how many supports do we got? It's actually not that much because a lot of them happen later, so I might do it after the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
After the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, a prize is awarded to the winner by the Archbishop herself. It's a three-way battle, so you can't waste too much time just observing. You have to jump right in there. You have to be proactive and defeat the most opponents. Do that, and it's quite possible the Archbishop will recognize how strong you are. Ah, great memories. I was a student here many years ago. I know what I speak of.
Fair enough. I would probably... It wouldn't matter because if we do the thing that I suggest we do, where we just throw Byleth in and give him the evasion ring and just dodge everything and become a god, actually might work. Owl feather. Ooh, 2 owl feathers. That's nice. Let's see. The way I think we're probably going to do this is that, hey, please help what?
I have a favor to
Deliver
ask.
the letters on this, blah, blah, blah. Puts his family first. That's probably towards Alois, I would think. Someone who puts his family first. And it was Mercedes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was lost in thought.
All alone? Hey, you seem a bit...
It's very kind of you to be concerned, but I promise that I'm fine. I was just thinking, the Death Knight's true identity. Could it actually be Professor Yuritsa?
Yes, it's obviously Professor Yuritsa. Can you not see the evil mask that man wears? It's ridiculous. Anyways, though, I might do this, like, find a way to boost ourselves with infinite renown by... I put everyone in a time loop now. I'm gonna put everyone in a battle loop where we just battle again an absolute metric crap ton of renown. Look at this. Look at that at the bottom. That's 9,000. I actually might need to do that. God dang. Because you get 100 per... Oh god, that would actually take forever. That'd be 90 battles. Wait, is it 90 battles? Yeah, that'd be 90 battles. What the frig?
Right.
Yes, yeah. Jesus Christ. I don't know if I want to torture myself that way, but whatever, I'll think about it. Yeah, I'll think about how I will torture myself, but I could also use the time loop to make sure Byleth becomes ever ageless god in learning how to attain all their skills. Felix, how are you doing? Why are you up here?
Since we were little, Ingrid's always gotten this odd look in her eye when someone brings up food.
That it? Well, I mean, she lived in an area where it was probably terrible for her growing up. She said her land's all barren and that they had a pretty crappy area to live in.
The situation last month was dire indeed. The students endured great hardship. I hope you were able to put all of that behind you, so that you may focus on this month's assignment.
Of course.
A most reassuring response. I trust that your class is in good hands. I look forward to seeing your skills on display at the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
Oh, it's going to be on display. It's just the fact that the students are going to be more overpowered than pretty much everyone else ever.
I hear that you participated in the fishing tournament. I appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, no problem, Sedith. What we need to do, though, because we're level 20, is seeing we can do something right now. That involves, I believe, Gerald... No, not Gerald,
for the Battle
Manuel.
of the Eagle and Lion going? Fishing? Taking it easy, are you? The recent happenings at the Monastery. There is something going on behind the scenes here. I've been commissioned to investigate as well. As I've already mentioned, this month I'm off to the kingdom. You be on your guard, okay? Perhaps I've gotten in your head too much. I won't go dying on you. I've stayed alive this long after all.
And this is the duality of what happens to him in Three Hopes. And what happens here in Three Houses. How Byleth reacts to something just by being gone for so long. And teaching students versus not teaching the students.
Good, you know? Then I'd go and get stabbed. Oh, but my opponent was the Death Knight, so I figure I did pretty well to only get stabbed. I wonder if it's true that he is actually Yuritsa. Whoever he is, I'm going to make him pay. It turns out that when I get stabbed, I get really mad.
I wouldn't blame you. I'll help you get your revenge,
I'm not going to
Manuela.
let him get the better of me again.
And that's just funny. It's like, I'll help you get your revenge. It's actually kind of hilarious. But yeah, I may off-screen use the time manipulation glitch to make sure that Byleth becomes, you know, a god of every single thing that he can learn.
I don't know if you've heard, but Flayn is very special.
Her blood carries a rare crest. Oh, the lengths to which she could advance my research. If only I were able to study her. If only it weren't for Seteth's strict orders. He protects his sister with unusual zeal.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you shouldn't try to convince Seteth to, like, yeah, let me experiment on your little sister. I just need a little bit of your blood. Yeah, that doesn't seem very likely, you freaking moron. This guy's a professor. Frickin' A. Alright, so I believe that's everyone. Just talk to... yeah, I think we talked to everyone. Really short on the monster explorations. Then again, well, no, we need to go to the Abyss. Remember, we need to go to the Abyss. I think that, yeah, Tomas is who we need to talk to and go... oh, and Catherine. Like, I can't believe I missed Catherine. Then again, Catherine's very easy to miss because Catherine's personality is about as abrasive as a thorn bush. I really don't like Catherine all that much in this particular route. You'll see why.
I'm going to catch me some mighty fish.
Yeah, it's gifts. Heartfelt letter.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, the thing is, you can't... like, it's kind of dumb, but whatever.
I guess that's it. That was fun, wasn't it?
Oh, that's it about the fishing tournament? Alright, sure. But yeah, you gotta deliver that letter. It's just like, man, that one student's just like really heartfelt for like pretty much every freaking character. And it turns out you can't really do jack for them, huh? Okay, sure. Scanning a few items. We gotta fast travel back to creepy monk man Alfric. You know, King Simp, Chief Executive Simp. There's no one who simps harder than this man. Then again, you know what? No. Someone tell me if there's someone who simps harder than Alfred. I will be very surprised if there was someone who was more simpy than him.
This is just the type of flower she once loved so dearly. I can rest easy now. I must be off. Take especially good care of yourself, won't you? Please, look after Gerald. She'd have wanted that.
Yeah, and Alfred just dips out, calling into question again, like, the timeline of the whole freaking DLC and all that. You know it takes place at least after the freaking, the attack on the Holy Mausoleum with Death Knight and all. That's why I freaked the frig out when Death Knight showed up.
My savior, thank you.
But whatever. Next we head to Abyss. And then I'll head off to the sauna and then, you know, abuse the power of time and gods and all that to progressively and most assuredly get stronger to where Byleth has S rank in every single stat. Hopefully not. You never know. It'd be funny just like max out every single stat just for the sake of shits and giggles. But hey, you know, some people don't like that, but I will be doing it in maddening mode. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. That's what's happening in maddening mode. Don't care.
Professor! Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. You're wondering where Mr. Backup is, aren't you? Figured you'd want an update. Or report, if you will. He's gone. Other duties or some such nonsense. But he'll be back, right? I bet so. I think he liked this place. Especially the company. We really had something. He'll miss it. Just you wait and see.
Wow, he's actually sad that the knight left. Wow, that's character development right there.
That young lady, Monica. Might she be Baron Ox's daughter? We're not acquainted, but I have heard tell that the Baron has a daughter roughly her age. Despite my current circumstances, I was born into House Nouvelle, one of the preeminent houses of the Empire. Didn't you know? There isn't much of my house left to speak of,
The fact that you won't shut up about it!
Words. Someday it shall return in glory.
Sure. As long as you don't remind me every 5 seconds, I think we'll be golden with each other. Gets kind of annoying when you mention the same thing over and over. Hey, what the hell do I know? Hey, mysterious teacher. What do you mean the mysterious teacher isn't unlocked yet? What the heck?
Over here. For once, we've got plenty of food. Folks up above caught so many fish that we've got a bunch more down here than usual. It's not too common to get a big fishing haul down here in Abyss.
So what, they gave you the leftovers? That seems kind of crappy, but hey, whatever, take what you can get, right? Beep, 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 beep. Gone. Nope, nope, nope. It's actually not that bad down here, surprisingly. I say surprising, but you never know.
When the nobles came for me, they were completely without mercy. They killed everyone. My parents, my husband, my son. They all died for nothing. For being in the way. People with crests do whatever they want. No one even tries to stop them. Especially not the church.
That needs to be his story. Just some uppity pricks with some crests and just see some lowly commoner come in and kick their ass. Make that a story. Go ahead, someone on fanfiction, make that a story. Well, Iron Gauntlet's broken, Training Axe, yeah, I'll fix those up. Make that a story, put it on fanfiction.net. Baltus.
Well, this month is the big brawl, yeah? Yeah, it's the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. I hear I'm free to join in. My heart's full to bursting. My muscles too, but that's pretty normal for me. This is big, pal. The legendary king of grappling's triumphant return. The other houses won't know what hit him.
Sure. And with everyone's, you know, stats regardless and janked out to hell, I'm pretty sure it would go pretty well.
By the by, do I have to participate in this Eagle and Lion thing
Maybe.
this month? Gotcha. Well, I hope we win. You won't like what happens if I'm on the losing team.
Please tell me you're joking. Please tell me you're joking.
The Battle of the Eagle and Lion is almost here. Time certainly is strange. All this really has me feeling nostalgic. Back when I was in the academy, I took part in the battle too. The Blue Lions. Back then, I was living with kingdom nobility as an adoptee. Lady Rhea still watches the battle, yeah. Best of luck to you, friend.
You're going to participate in this battle.
Can you
this,
take
right?
care of something
Seek
for
out the
me?
mysterious teacher in abyss. Perhaps he can offer you insight potential growth of your allies. Okay, so now we can unlock the mysterious teacher, whatever the frick frack his name is. So let's see. He's in the bar in the inn, or whatever the hell you want to call it. So mysterious teacher, what can you do? Too much allies growth will take part in activities.
What do you require? Now let me see.
Whoa, what the
I
frick?
expect much
His
from
growth
this.
and dexterity is outstanding. He's steadily improving. His growth is next to your sign. You should be very proud of progress he's made. Frick, let's go.
Now
Leone.
let me see.
Everything
yes,
but.
this one's growth is going quite well.
Soon her charisma will be practically unequal. Is it
Now let
random?
me see.
No. Okay, so it's not
Now
random.
let me see. yes, this
Oh
one's
wow,
growth is
it's
going
just
quite
like
well.
crapping on everyone. What
Now
about
let me
Edelgard
see.
though? Edelgard
yes,
has.
this
Wow,
one's
it's
growth
just
is
like.
going quite well.
I think it's probably
Now
because
let me
we are
see.
in
Perhaps you'd have better luck with the
special
animals of the
class
mock.
versus
Fairly
everyone
well.
else who's not in the special class. But whatever. Do this, and then I'll go abuse the time glitch to get, you know, infinite renown by sacrificing it to the pagan gods, you know, gain more renown, yada yada yada.
I owe you.
There we go. Training rate. And I think that covers about everything. I'll just be going on taking, you know, the battles that take place in, what is it? The things that take place in battle, like, you know, the DLC battles, the one with the free steel and all that. I'll take care of that, and then everything else will be fine. It'll be perfectly fine. How much did we get off this? 198. That's not a lot. Crap. I did not mean to do that, but whatever. I will peace out, come back, and then, you know, do the battles and abuse the glitch and all that. Anyway, my name is Maggie Zero, and I will catch you all later.